just wanted to, as a part of Chapter 7 lecture, standardized scale, wanted to go through how to score a Walmyr scale. It's a little different. It's not, you just don't total up the items. So what I would like for you to do is, this is in your book, so pause and fill this out. Just write 1 through 25 on a piece of paper and fill these items out, okay? So pause the recording, do that. Okay, I'm going to assume that you've done that. Now what I want you to do is, on your paper where you have 1 through 25, I want you to circle all the reverse scored items. So that's 5, that's at the bottom here. It's 5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay, and then so next to, like for number 5, if you have a 2, put the reverse scored on the other side. So just mark through the 2 and put the reverse scored, which would be 6. Again, I explained how to reverse score in the last lecture. If you just take a sheet of paper and go 1 through 7, and then 7 through 6 backwards. So 1 would map on to 7, 2 would map on to 6, 3 would map on to 5, 4 would map on to 4, 5 would map on to 3, 6 would map on to 2, and 7 would map on to 1. So for all those, the ones that you have circled, all the reverse scored, just mark through the original score and put the reverse scored, okay? If you need to pause, pause. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Now, here's how to score Walmyr scales, and this is also in the book, so if this doesn't make sense, you can look at the instructions in the book. What I want you to do is, I want you to total all your non-reverse scored items, and then the scores for all your reverse scored items. Okay? And that, take that number then, subtract the number of completed items. I'm going to assume that you completed all the items, and there are 25 items. If you skipped one, put 24. So you would take, like in the book, the total of all the non-reversed items and reversed item was 81. You would subtract 25, come up with 56, and then multiply that by 100. So that would be your numerator. And then divide that by the number of completed items, which again should be 25, times the highest possible anchor. That's not the highest anchor that you use. In this scale, the anchors range from 1 to 7. So the highest possible anchor is 7. Subtract 1 from that. So that's 6. So 25 times 6 is 150. And using the example in the book, 56 divided by 150 is equal to 37.3, and that's your score. So looking at your clinical cutoff range, you would say whoever filled this out probably has indicates somebody with a problem with depression. Potential range of scores for all the Walmyr scales is 0 to 100, and the standard error of measure is 5. So for 37, then your true score would be 32 to 42. Okay? Let me just show you one more thing. Now, what I've done is I developed a little Excel program. This is on your content on Desire to Learn. It's called Walmyr Scoring, and it's an Excel file. So what I would like for you to do is to double check your hand written score and use this little program that I came up with. And this is really a handy little program because you can use it for any Walmyr score for 25 items. And either you put the number of ankle, everything in blue is what you can enter and change. Like you could change the anchor. Some Walmyr scales have 5 as the anchor, but this one has 7. And then what you would do is you would put in this column, you would put an R if number 2, for instance, was a reverse scored item, and you would go through and do this. I think this one is already set up for the CESD. So 5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, and 25. So the way you would do this is just enter your scores in the next column. I'm just going to, and this is not reverse scores. These are your original scores. So I'm just going to use the scores in the book, okay? So I'm going to enter 3. This is on page, example, on page 192. 3, 1, 1, oh sorry, 3, 4, 6, 5, 1, 2, a little hard to see, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 2, oops, mistake, okay, number 15, the original score was 5, 4, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2, number 21, 7, 1, 5, 4, and 6. Okay, and so what you'll see here is it will display the reverse scored item. So for number 5, for instance, you can see that the reverse score after reverse scoring is a 6. So this is the sum of the items after reverse scoring, the sum of the items being the sum of the after reverse scoring. So it would take the non-reverse scored items plus the reverse scored items is 81. and the number of completed items. We completed all of them, and we got the same score as in the book. So this is a little tool that you can use if you're using Walmyr scores, just to help you score it so you don't have to do it by hand. So I wanted to show you that. And then similarly, I wanted to show you one that I made up for, this is also on the contents of D2L, and this is the Center for Epidemiological Studies Depression Scale. This is the depression scale. It's very widely used. It's in the public domain, meaning it's free, and it just takes it has some reverse scored items, which are down at the bottom. Reverse scored items 4, 8, 12, and 16. Scores will be based on the scores of the completed items. I think I do what I take if you don't fill it out, I take the mean of the remaining items. So, for instance, to do this, you would just enter, I'm just going to just sort of randomly enter this without taking the time to read the items, so I don't know what I'm going to get here, but don't want to waste too much of your time doing this. But this is sort of cool. If you put in a invalid number, it'll tell you. Little program, and so this for the CESD, the score is 33, and I need to put in here what that means. You'd have to look up in the compendium of scores as far as what that means. I don't think the CESD has a clinical cutoff, but you could certainly monitor somebody's progress as far as what that is. But I think the total range, it would have to be 30 times the number of items, 3 times the total number of items. So the scale, possible scale, ranges from 0 to 60. So this is right in between there. And I'm not sure, but I don't think the CESD has a clinical cutoff. And I think that's all I wanted to show you for how to score the Walmyr, and also show you the CESD depression scale that's not copyrighted, that's in the public domain. Okay, thanks.